So today I'm here at Thorpe Park. Just a quick video today to talk about The Walking Dead, the ride. It's opening day today. The park has been quite busy this morning, and at the moment the queue is over an hour. Luckily I got here nice and early, walked down the ramp and was on the second train of the day, which is quite good really, considering it's going to be quite a busy one for the park. We'll start off then. I'm going to talk you through the experience. There will be spoilers in this video, so beware of that. If you don't want to know what goes on inside The Walking Dead, the ride, then turn off now. So the entrance to the queue line just over there, you'll see various different shots on the screen throughout this. Obviously I wasn't able to film on the ride, but I was able to get a few shots from inside the building. Now The Walking Dead, the ride has taken over X No Way Out. It was originally known, and then it was known as X for the past couple of years, which is basically, it opened as an indoor backwards roller coaster. They then changed it so it went forwards again. And in terms of the exterior just here, you now got the watchtower from The Walking Dead. Now it looks like you might have a few actors and things that are going to go around that at some point. I'm not too sure if that is going to happen or not, but it does look like it's definitely designed for that. If they're not going to do that, then it's a shame really, a bit of a missed opportunity. In terms of the rest of the exterior, you've got a baggage hold on the left hand side, all the queue line and things just there, and you'll see on your screen now different shots of some of the queue line theming. But yeah, it looks okay, the exterior. The building still looks like it did really when it was X, but they have put it on the side saying Thorpe Park Safe Zone. So really from the queue line, there's not really much that's changed really on the outside of the building. So you hand your bags in, you're not allowed to take any bags inside the building now. Obviously when it was X, you used to go in, walk down the indoor queue line. That is all still there, but before you get to it, you actually go into a pre-show. So this pre-show has actually been done by Hollivis, the same people that did Wicker Man at Alton Towers, and personally I was expecting a little bit more from it, especially with being Hollivis and especially with the lot of hype there's been for this ride. But you go in, there's quite a few screens around. Basically it lasts about 30-40 seconds maybe, and then it tells you that they're coming to get you, the walkers are coming to get you, I'm going to open the door, you need to get down that way basically. No real special effects in there other than screens around the side and the banging on there. You can see like the handprints and things on screens around the side, and it looks okay, don't get me wrong, it looks alright in there. And then you walk down what was the long corridor for X. Obviously you go down there, it's now part of the experience. You got all like flickering lights and stuff in the ceiling. The walls have been painted, there's like blood splatters and things on there, but nothing too intense in terms of the theming in there. I thought again there might be a bit more around that, maybe some more like windows down the sides with strobe lights and stuff. There's a few bits, not loads really, until you get where what used to be where the baggage hold was for X. So you get to that point, there's like a truck park there, quite a bit of random theme in there, and at that point I thought things were looking up. I thought, you know what, it's actually going to be quite good. I wasn't too keen on the pre-show, but I thought yeah, it was going to be alright from that point. So you got a bit of random theming. I must say the cast on there working on there, or should I say the ride staff and the entertainment cast, are all doing a good job. They're all on theme, especially the ride staff as well. When they're going around checking the lap bars, they're doing a really good job of actually staying on theme, which is really good. So like I say, after that point you're in the back of the building, and then you make your way into the ride station. The station's not really changed much at all actually. There's some flickering lights and stuff in the ceiling. I was kind of expecting a bit more from that. I thought we might get you know, a few more light movements and stuff, a few louder sound effects, but it was okay, don't get me wrong. And that's my general thoughts of this ride. We started climbing the lift hill, the audio's pumping out, the audio's been done by Ima Score, who do a lot of theme park music, so they've done quite a good job of that. It certainly sounded good in there. And then obviously the first part of the coaster, which to be honest there's not really a lot I can talk about because there was nothing to really see. It was pitch black for the first part of the coaster, and then the first bit where it really kicked in for me is where you had to one of the mid-course brake runs, and then you got screens down the side, a few of the walkers and things, and then at this point the train jolted forwards, then back, then forwards again, and then finally it continued around the course. That bit was really good, I enjoyed that. Probably my favourite part of the ride, mid-course brake run, where it's like, you know, they can't get it going again basically, so you feel like the walker's coming to get you from behind and at the sides. You know, you got a few little figures and stuff standing about, but again nothing too intense with that one. At that point on, you make your way around the rest of the layout. There's some theming on the left-hand side, which looks really good. And then you've got some really good smoke blasts as well. So at the side, you've got the same smoke machines that you see in the tunnel on Wicker Man at the end of the ride, where they're basically blasting down towards you. This time, they're blasting upwards, and it looks like fake fire. Unfortunately, I didn't see any real fire in there. I thought we might see some real fire, unless it's just not working yet, or maybe there isn't in there. It's just the fake fire to make it look like it is. But don't get me wrong, that smoke effect looked really good. After that, there's a few sparse bits of theming about, but in general, I felt that it looked a bit bare inside there. You could still tell it was X, basically. You could see the track a bit too much in front of you. There's a bit too much light coming from some of the things in there. I'm hoping it's a bit of a work in progress, really, as it certainly felt like it needed a lot more to it. I understand it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a cheap retheme for them, really, isn't it? It's not like a massive new ride such as Wicker Man, where they spent millions and millions of pounds on it. But some of the theming in there is good. It's just a little bit too sparse, in my opinion. And then you get off the ride, at the end, sorry, you've got on the side of you at the brake run, you've got like all the walkers and things, actual proper, like the mannequins, that's the word I was looking for, mannequins at the side, which look good. I enjoyed that at the end. You get off the train, exit to the right, where you used to pick your bags up. All around there's now actors all down the exit, flashing strobe lights, some really good theming in there as well. Probably the highlight of the overall experience is the exit corridor, to be honest. And then it leads you back out here where you pick your bags up, where them people are on the left-hand side now. Overall, it's not a bad ride experience. Is it, as good as X? For me personally, I love my nightclub style atmosphere. I used to like the smoke and lasers and things. So for me personally, I did prefer X. But don't get me wrong, it's still not a bad addition to the park. I don't see it lasting long, to be honest. I think it's more going to be here for a couple of years than it is maybe for 10 years, like some of the other rides at the park. But it's certainly, an interesting thing for them to do. It's a 1.4 ride now because of that horror theme that it's got. And there is live actors and stuff in there. Is it too jumpy or anything like that? Not at all, in my opinion. There's no real big jump scares or anything in there. But some good theming. The coaster itself is just all right. It was never an amazing coaster when it was X, was it really? It's always been one of the rides here what's just sort of nestled away in the middle of the park, but you've never really, bothered with it that much. And for me personally, it's going to stay that way. Just the fact it's got the Walking Dead on it now doesn't mean that I'll be rushing to go back on it again. It was okay. I've had my one ride on it today. I won't be going on it again. But yeah, that's my review really from The Walking Dead. Overall, out of 10, I'd probably give it probably a 5 out of 10. Like I say, it was okay. I was expecting more. I feel like Thorpe Park have hyped it up to be something a lot better than what it actually is. Would I rush to come down and see it again? No. Should you come and see it? If you love The Walking Dead, then yes, definitely come down here and see it. Otherwise, if you're not a massive fan of The Walking Dead, I wouldn't rush here specifically for it. You want to be going Alton Towers for Wicker Man, which is certainly a much better overall experience. I'm not saying that I was expecting this to be, like Wicker Man in terms of it being, a massive full-blown out experience, but I thought it might be a bit more, especially with the pre-show. It's quite a small room. But yeah, lots of little bits of theming. The coaster's all right, and the music from I'm a School's good on there as well. In terms of improvements for what I'd like to see them do to The Walking Dead, the ride, just more theming about really, especially on that first section of the coaster. It really lacked theming. It felt like it needed some more barrels and things around. Bear in mind, you've got a massive pyramid building there. You could do so much in there in terms of more effects and things. Some real fire, if there's not any in there. I mean, I didn't see any on my ride just, but maybe them effects are broken because I was led to believe we were going to see some special effects in there. Maybe a bit of pyro at the side and things like Space Mountain used to have in Disneyland Paris. I don't know, more stuff inside to enhance the experience. But don't get me wrong, it's not a bad ride. 5 out of 10 from me. And if you like The Walking Dead, come down and see it here at Thorpe Park. For me, I'll be sticking to my rides on Stealth and The Swarm. Well, there we go. That's my review from The Walking Dead, the ride. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, just a quick video today here from Thorpe Park to come and see that. I'm heading to London now to go and do some of the Merlin attractions. So I'll see you all soon for another video here on Theme Park Worldwide. Thank you very much for watching, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys.